Right guys, obviously you've seen the format's changed recently. All we're really showing for the last couple of weeks is sort of case studies, me doing a job, Barney doing a job, etc. I haven't done much waffle, I haven't told you what's going on with the business, etc. Obviously Barney's doing really well. You're all loving him, all his work. Everyone likes him. So yeah, it's working really smoothly at the moment. So we're having a quick push just before Christmas. We're going to get a few cars done, get them ones out, then hopefully it'll be a nice fresh start for next year. So let's get into that. Let's show you what we've got going on, what we're going to be finishing up, and then yeah, hopefully it'll be done for the end of the year. So let's get into it. We've got a 55 plate C-Class coupe thing. It's coming for a battery drain. Been to another garage. They've gone through it with an amp hound, etc. They've shut it all down. It's got 200 milliamp drain on it apparently. They've gone through with the amp hound, gone through every fuse. It didn't show anything, and they've called it a day. They've asked us to have a look at it, so we're going to get it set up, get the doors open, latch them all over as we do when we want to get to all the fuse boxes and stuff, so we don't have to disturb the car. And then yeah, see what drain we got. So let's get that set up. I'll show you what it's doing, and then see if we can find it. Let's go. Right guys, we're going to need your help. We have got 63 plate Mini in. I've had this in a little while now. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the channel before, but it's coming from a car dealer. He's taken it to a Mini specialist. They've gone through it. The heat fan wasn't working correctly. The air conditioning wasn't turning on, and the radio wasn't working, or the buttons below the radio wasn't working. So the Mini specialist said they knew that there was a flap motor behind, flat motor in the heater box. That seemed to be faulty. Could we have a look at the wiring before we got any further? Also, could we have a look at the radio? So we looked at the radio. To get to the radio, you've got to strip all the front of the dash off. Every panel where the sort of glove boxes and top, it's quite a big strip out just to get the front big round speedo and radio out. So we've got that out. Got another one, put it in there, all the buttons started working. So the fan will only turn on half speed. We can control the fan from the control unit which you press the buttons on. We talk to that with our computer. We tell that to now activate the fan to full speed, and it does every time. We also can turn the air conditioning on in the same method. Just tell it we want the air conditioning on. It tells that. That tells whatever it needs to tell the air conditioning compressor to turn on, come through cold, everything's good. So the only fault we had in there was one of the flat motors. That was its fault. So we've had a look through that for him. Said to him, yep, it is looking like that. The wiring seems okay. We can just about get to the wiring, but I think there's either a flap stuck or something's not going on. It couldn't do its calibration correctly. It would not calibrate all the flaps to make it go from feet to centre to top. Didn't like that. I've had this on a Volkswagen before where if one of them motors goes down, it doesn't know where it is. It just puts basically into limp mode. So we asked him, well, you got it there, you might as well do it. I'll show you what we've done. So to get to this radio, you've got to strip the main front of the dash off. That's fine, you know, it's a fairly big job, but get all that off, you can get to the radio. That's the first bit we've done. Then we need to get to the motors, which are this side. These are the flat motors, there and there. So to get to them, what we had to do, we had to strip it all out, but leave all the electrics in there, because quite often you have to strip all the electrics out to do it. We had to have it in a way so we can test it. So to get to that part, we had to strip all this part of the dash off, pulled all that bit off, and we still couldn't get to them. So then we had to strip all this part off. The main support of the dash cluster, main support of the dash, that bit come off, so all your steering column and everything's bolted to it. To unbolt everything, get all that out, again wire it all back up. Got to all that part, and then this unit here, it's got a micro switch in there. That wasn't working correctly, so it couldn't determine whereabouts it was sitting. It goes around, knows when it's at the bottom, knows when it's at the top, and that's what that does. So now it's all calibrating, everything's good. So we've done all this calibration, it all worked, goes top, middle, bottom, everything's working. Still the same fault is there. Now, we can't see why. We've got no fault codes in the car, nothing on any modules. Can't see why it's in this semi-restricted mode. Can still activate it full speed, can still activate the aircon. I don't know what's going on. It's You got that module, you got a CAS module, you got a footwell module, but I can't see which one's putting it into there. I've gone through some live data. I can't see anything saying restricted or anything like that. So, has anyone seen this on a Mini or BMW where you can go to about half, the notches go up, you can go up to sort of 3/4 in full, they go up on the screen, it knows that you've pressed it, but it doesn't allow it to do it. So, I don't know why. Wiring, motor, everything seems good. You know, if it was a restricted part, if the motor was starting to get a bit seized or something like that, or drawn too many amps, you'd expect it to flag a code or put it in live data. Nothing. It is working fine as far as we can see. So where do we need to start looking? Footwell module, engine ECU, you know, something. They do a running part on an air conditioning compressor running. You can activate and deactivate that. That doesn't change anything. But has anyone seen this before? They have to run for a certain amount of time. I don't know. So yeah, we need your help. If anyone's had this before, not just a guess of, yeah, well, you know, it could be this, could be that, but why don't you check this, you know. Have you had it before? If you have, let me know. And then hopefully we can get this one back together after Christmas, because we've stripped all this out. Very good customer. He wants it done. He wants it right for when he sells cars. He does things right. He's a really good bloke. But we've got to this point. I wish I wouldn't say no. I wish I would have given back to the Mini specialist. Said, yeah, you definitely got fault behind there. Fix there. See what you can. See what happens after then. But so let us know. Thank you very much. Well, this ain't good. We've latched it all over. Made sure the doors are open. All the buttons are all pressed in. Latched over the boot. Got everything done, and it's shut down. We've left it for about 30 minutes, and it's shut down to sort of 20 milliamps. So the garage has said that when they had it, it was constant 200 milliamp. They couldn't trace it. You know, could we have a look at it? So two things happened. Possibly they didn't have the meter set up right and they were reading it wrong or something. I don't know. Customer's stating after a week it does go flat, but is it an old battery? Who knows? So all I can do now we've done this, I'm going to take it apart, start it all up, do everything, close it as if the customer's closed it, not the way we set it up to do the testing. One of the switches might not be sitting right or something like that, I don't know. But that's all we can do. If we lock it all up again now and it's all okay, there's nothing else we can do. It's either a mistake or whatever, so I don't know. But it's what we come across. They book a car in, you're expecting to get some work out of it. If you can't, what can you do? You can't charge a lot for it. So, right, let's get this one button back up, put the bonnet down, get everything done, and hopefully it changes. So, right, I'll show you in a minute. So, have fun with this one?
Well, I don't know if I'd say fun. It wasn't too bad, despite all the rat droppings and...
It's been a couple of days though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 2.5 days solid.
Yeah.
Every time we moved something else, we found a massive chunk of it up here near the bulkheads, and then we moved along a little bit. There was one for a sensor on the engine, air compressor.
So you'll see this one out on the video. But yeah, spent a couple of days on this one. Yeah, weren't expecting it coming early part of the week, but we want to get it out by the end of the week. So that one's done. So we're going to move on to some other bits. You've got an airbag fault. We're going to do on that one quickly. Hopefully. And then, yeah, a couple more to get done. I'm going to give this one a road test. Hopefully that's done. Who knows? So, right, let's crack on with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah! So, it's all shut down. It's all locked up. As the customer would leave it, it's perfect. 10 to 20 milliamps. That is it. I don't know. Don't know what to do with it. It's got no battery drain at the moment. What can we do? That's all they've asked us to do. Told us, and again, just before Christmas, we can't have it sat here a week to monitor it because we need to get it back to them. So they'll have to monitor it themselves, find out exactly what's going on. We booked it in for a 200 milliamp drain. It hasn't got that. So we can't do anything else. We're going to have to get this one back together, get it out. If they've still got an issue after Christmas, we'll get it back in and work through it, but who knows? We have had quite a lot of internal discharge inside of the battery, and good quality batteries as well, where you set it all up like that, no battery drain. I've had one here for a week, battery fully charged, put it in there, checked it all through, said no battery drain, customers come in, what are you doing with my car? So it's not done anything, look, it's no drain at all, watch this, press the button, whoop, 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 battery was flat. So that was it. I had to guess on that one. So we lent him a battery, charged the battery up, put a battery in it, never had an issue after that. So, and you could leave the battery on the floor and it would discharge itself. So, crazy. So, right, this one's going to have to go. So, all right, let's get on to the next one.
Right, we've got a Nissan Note in the workshop today. It's coming with airbag light. She's had it diagnosed by the RAC, and they've told us one thing, and I know it's definitely not that. So I've plugged it in. It's got a code for the clock spring, so we're going to get that out quickly, have a look at it, see what's wrong with it, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get it out quickly, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I've been informed that we have a new tool. This is an airbag diagnostics box. I don't know what else to call it really. It basically simulates an airbag, and it will help us identify, although we already know, if it's the airbag at fault itself or the clock spring. So I'm going to set it up and we're going to have a look at it, see how it works. Right, so we've got it up on a scan tool. It's given us code 1049, which is what we had for this unit. So what we need to do is set the box to 3.3 ohms, which is simulating an airbag, and plug it into here. So this is now giving a feed of 3.3 ohms. So I've got to stop saying so, haven't I? Just put that up there. We now need to see if the codes will clear. Right, so the code hasn't cleared. What we now need to do is we'll take the box out. We now know it's not the airbag itself. So we know it's not the airbag at fault. Now we will determine whether it is the clock spring itself. I just need to take it out. Now we got the clock spring off, I actually already know what pins it is from experience. I know it's that one there, that one there. We have it set to 3.3 ohms. Now let's run a scan, make sure the code's clear. And there we have it. We are all clear now. So that has told us that it is the clock spring at fault. We can unplug that, turn it off, and luckily I've got one sat on my desk waiting to be put in. So I'm going to grab it, fit it, run one more scan on it, make sure it's all good, and then this one's ready to go back to the customer, but I'll see you in a minute. Just done the final scan, cleared the code, well, clearing the code now, and we're all green. So it was just a squib unit on that. Let me just turn it on. And yeah, we are all good. So that's another one done. Ready for the customer.
Well, what do you think we got on this one? 09 plate Focus. Last one of the year. Last little dashboard we're going to repair. Obviously we do quite a few of these. I think I'm going to tally up next year exactly how many we do, because we do, I don't know how many we've done. We must have done 100 this year. So yeah, this is a fireman's car. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it for him. We've already quoted him. We're going to give him 50 quid off, tell him to put it in the pot for the fireman. We always do a little bit for him for Christmas, so it's handy he's coming. So yeah, let's get into that one. We'll get the dashboard repaired, and then yeah, start clearing up a little bit. That's us done. Another year done. So you've been here since how long?
September.
Was it? Oh, I don't know. So you've done 4 months.
Yeah.
Done all that from what? 4 months. Can you believe it?
I know. It's been the longest 4 months of my life. Been in a cave. God.
Yeah, you love it. So we're done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for likes, all the subscribes, all the comments. Obviously giving his Barney his love and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it'll be good to get back next year. Got a few videos going out, a few case studies which we've already done, so you'll be seeing them sort of over the Christmas period. Keep you all entertained. That's what we're there for, isn't it?
Something like
so
that.
You can see his pretty little face. So yeah, so looking forward to coming back, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be so bored over 2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
It's so long.
Oh, why don't you come in and fix some stuff?
Not a chance.
What's up? You ain't going to be that bored.
Nothing to fix, is there? Look.
Well, funny enough, let's give you a little walk around. Show you what we got.
We've got the BMW that has been in here for weeks. The Mini that's been here for 2 years.
So, yeah, the only job we've really got left over, which is surprising, is the minoir. That's one we need some help with. Hopefully the BMW is being picked up. That'll be done. Well, if we can get the right info for it, but that one should be done. We've got outside for next year. This Mondeo's come in. Fords have diagnosed an ECU, can't get one, can't fix it, so we're going to have to take that one on. DS5, that's a non-start, that's agreed for next year. And the that Sprinter and the Camper, they're both done for next year. Both of them non-starts. So we're going to come back fairly well, sort of sorted out, aren't we? The Micra's done, that's the one we've had here for ages. So we're clear, aren't we?
We are spotless. Even the workshop is nice and tidy.
So yeah, over the Christmas period, we might come in, give it a little spruce up, a little tidy up, but apart from that, we're done. So yeah, all good, eh?
Another year in the books.
Well, 4 months for you.
Well, I've had a weird year. It's been a weird year. How have I ended up here?
Luck.
Yeah, it was a little bit of luck, to be fair.
So yeah, it's all worked out well. Thanks for watching. See you next year. Ta-da!
Ta-da!